Alright, so yeah, I did play a bit with my new Oculus Quest 2, and I must say the experience is quite amazing. So again, for those who don't know, I just purchased recently this VR headset, and I was very excited to see how did actually Oculus move from the Rift series and Quest, and just to see how did update the second Quest. And yeah, I would just say that overall it's really impressive. As you can see, headset has 4 cameras. It's got quite good sound system. Basically, you have speakers on your right and then on your left. And the thing is, I don't even think you need to switch on your own headset here, because if you really want to, there's a 3.5 mini jack, and there's also USB Type-C. Because the sound system is quite cool. Like for instance, if I can show you, this is where it's hiding. So this is your speaker, and the same is on the right side. So I like the materials. Materials are pretty nice on touch. This is something that I think some of the Google Pixels phone had, and I think Microsoft products like this textile. It on touch it's pretty cool. Another thing to note would be controllers. So I just have this controller. I think that's the right one. Controllers are also quite awesome, and the best part about the controllers is that whatever button you see. So for example, if you see this trigger and then we have this side trigger. So these buttons, they also have a touch on top, so they have a touch sensor, and the thing is you don't even need to press them. When you just have your finger on top of the trigger, in your VR it shows like your hand rendered with the finger pressed on the trigger. So it's pretty awesome, and it gives you this feel like controller knows exactly the location of your hand. So it's a kind of a magic. And yeah, every single button here, like if I try to zoom a bit, every single button here, it has a touch. So it's not just when you press, it's also when you simply touch, and this touch is already registered in the VR controller. So this is amazing. And I'm still not quite sure about the usage, like about the design. Why do we have this circle around? I'm still yet to find out. Now, and one more thing, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, it could be mistaken, of course, but this seems to be like a speaker. Like, it seems like a grill. Again, this is something for me yet to clarify, because I haven't really felt anything coming from here, but it could be a speaker. But yeah, each of those has a touch. Tactile feeling is also quite awesome. They're very clicky. And of course you have hand strap, because yes, in VR things can go wrong. You can drop in your controller and yeah, something like that. What I was really impressed with the new Oculus Quest, if I have to put just say one thing that blew me up, is the Guardian, I think Guardian system, or the Guardian area system. So every time you switch on your Oculus, it confirms the safety area where you can operate the controller. And basically, how does it work is that you get your VR headset, and then what you have to do is you have to use your controller, and you have to map the area in your room, let's say, that is going to be safe for you to play. And unless if you are staying within this area, basically you are inside the VR. But if you're coming very close to the border, you will see some virtual cage with some of the colors ranging from blue when everything is like fine, but you're still close, to red when you are super close. And if you're going outside of that area, it basically uses these cameras and shows you basically what's around you, and it feels like augmented reality. I really like it because, again, sometimes you're playing too much and you're just forgetting where you are, and like VR is getting too real. So you can just move your head outside of this virtual cage or guardian area, whatever you want to call it, and you will basically see your surrounding. Of course, surrounding is gonna be quite blur. It's just gonna be almost like black and white and quite distorted. And on top of that, there would be VR layer. So this is quite awesome. And yeah, these 4 cameras, again, I'm not sure if each of them renders that image, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Another thing which was nice is that headset is very comfortable. Basically, what you also can do is you can adjust these lenses. So if you just put a bit upside down, as you can see, and then you can move them back together. So again, you can adjust them. There is also a very nice cushion here. There is the microphone. It's not super tiring to use the headset. It's not very light, but it's not super heavy, so I would just say quite medium. If you have some different strap, I think for the back of your head, that would be also nice. I'm not sure if they sell something like that. Yeah, lenses resolution is alright. Of course, comparing to my previous experiences with older Oculuses and even some Samsung Oculus experience, I think it was Samsung Gear, if I'm not mistaken. This one is just completely crazy update, because you are getting very high resolution. I think it's even 2K per eye, which is kind of mind-blowing. But still, you can see some pixels. Some of the parts of the image may seem like a bit blurry. If you're wearing glasses, this thing already has adjustment installed, so we already tested with the glasses. It seems to working pretty fine. And yeah, so you also have a volume control, but I just must say that you most likely don't need any headphones, any headset, because these speakers, they're really good. Like, the sound is very immersive. It's like a 3D sound. And yeah, so of course I know that you can connect Oculus to your computer and then have some kind of, I think, not a streaming, but I think you can use virtual desktop and play some games. I haven't tried it yet, but to be honest, overall you can just use the headset by itself. I don't see much reason to connect it to PC unless there is some even better experience. What I must say is that the introduction on the Oculus is mind-blowing. You have lots of digital objects to play with that feels like quite like physical interaction. The physics is amazing. There is even the small dancing simulator is also quite nice. One thing though to note is that on Oculus, games seem like quite expensive. So I've seen that if you want to buy any decent game, the price would be around $40-50. So as I remember, the ping pong game, the one that I would like to get, was around $30. Then the one with the sabers was 50, I think, or 40 something, close to 50. So yeah, keep in mind that these games are pretty heavy. And another thing to note is, of course, because it's Facebook product, you need to have a Facebook account. I didn't have Facebook account, so I had to create one, just a dummy for usage of the Oculus. And of course, it would be fun not to create Facebook account, but hey, that's what they're asking. And yes, so games expensive. Headset by itself is awesome. Like, VR experience, I think for now, so far, for me, it's unbeatable. Even after HTC Vive, I would just say having this luxury to just keep the virtual reality in your backpack and portability is also great. Oh yeah, actually one thing to note, one disadvantage here I think would be battery, because battery is running out fast, really fast. So last time I played 40 minutes, so around an hour, and the battery was almost drained completely. So keep in mind that if something, you need to have a look at the battery. I'm not sure if you can connect some power bank if you're the die-hard VR player. But yeah, that's the thing. Keep in mind the battery. And yeah, this is my very quick overview of the new Oculus Quest 2. So far, super excited. This is 256 gigabyte version. So looking forward downloading more games and then see if there is any issue or something like that. Oh yeah, by the way, so these controllers, one of the cool parts is that they don't have any accumulator inside, rechargeable battery. What they have instead is you're just getting a normal battery, so which is pretty cool. Since again you can just buy it, put it on, and you always see what's the charge. And yeah, you're getting charged in the VR, which is also quite awesome because you see the 3D version of this controller on your Oculus, and yeah, wow, that's nice. And then you see your battery life somewhere here. Alright, so thanks for watching. This was my overview. If you have any questions or anything like that, pop it in the comments. Great headset, price is also great for what you're getting, and yeah, I think this is pretty nice and affordable way to jump into the VR if you always wanted, because I think you can get 64 gigabytes version for close to $400, which is a great value. So yeah, enjoy, and yeah, hope it was fun to watch, and yeah, you got something new.